Hello, Tilikosa. My whole life, people have known me. They just know me. They know me better than I know myself. They know me. They know me. They know me. They know me. People also know that I must speak Spanish. I'm assuming it's because of my pigmentation. People know I am Hispanic and I must be Hispanic, and that I also must speak the Spanish language. Idiotas. Let me just preface this with saying that just because I speak a language does not mean that I am from the place in the world where that language is spoken. Obviously, I speak like 5 languages. I am not from 5 different places. It would be impossible. Fun fact, 72 different dialects were spoken in the country where I'm from. Languages are living, breathing things. They morph, they evolve, they change, and they cease to exist. One of the most famous languages that ceased to exist and is no longer spoken but is trying to be revived, I guess, is Latin. There are languages that are based off the Latin language, but the language Latin itself is, I don't think, spoken anymore. Now, my knowledge of about 5 languages seems a little less impressive when you compare it to where my country, there was 72 different dialects where I was born, when I was born. Because Americans are stupid, the idea that someone can speak more than 2 languages is hardly believed, and it must be a lie. Me knowing about 5 different languages is impossible, and people know that I'm lying. I have to be lying. That's the only possible explanation for it. Quick question, why would I lie about knowing like 5 languages? People know that I must speak Spanish and must be Spanish, so I guess that's truth. I told my therapist this and she thought I was lying. Of course, I still don't know why I would lie about that, especially when I did prove it by speaking the 5 languages that I do know. She was impressed, but I must be lying about knowing 5 languages. Imperialism. Humans being garbage to other humans for natural resources. Gotta love imperialism. I never been bothered too much by people's knowing my ethnicity to be Hispanic, with the exception of a small caveat, is that when people insist that my ethnicity must be Hispanic or my ethnicity must be something other than what I actually am, it is a trigger. See war. I do have a little bit more control than most people that probably have PTSD from war. It's not actually PTSD, it's CPTSD. However, CPTSD is not recognized in the DSM as an actual mental disorder, so can't have that. Have you ever heard appearances can be deceiving? Don't judge a book by its cover. I know what I look like, I know I am brown, but that doesn't mean I have to be Hispanic because I am brown. Based on my appearance, people know what my ethnicity is, and they know what languages I do and do not speak. I thought my gender was known, except it's not. I have been one too many times misgendered and confused to be a male. This doesn't bother me. In fact, it's a little bit of an ego boost because, well, I'm not mad at all. But if you must know, I am a female. I do have all the female bits and gonads. that a female would have, because that's what my gender is. And frankly, it's none of anyone's business besides mine, my doctor's, my partner's. Unless you're my doctor, my partner, or partners, or me, then it doesn't really matter what my genitalia is. I get sick from the flu shot twice, but I don't know why I would make that up, and my body is not normal, obviously. Not sure why I would lie about getting sick from the flu shot twice every time I get the flu shot, and yes, I do have witnesses because I get called a liar so many times about that one. Like, why would I lie? Okay. Other kind of doctors, head shrinks, know that I have or must be schizophrenic. I wish I was schizophrenic. I, however, do not meet the criteria to be schizophrenic. And I wish I was schizophrenic. And before anyone says, well, you don't know what, shut up. Kindly stop talking. Actually, I do know what schizophrenia is like because one of the medications that I tried, I believe it was the second medication that I took for my psychological issues that I'm making up for, again, fun, I guess, led me to have a full-blown schizophrenic episode where I was hearing, seeing, and experiencing the touch of things, like extreme hallucinations. Not to mention I was feeling paranoid. And I would rather have that instead of whatever this is. Doctors also know that I am bipolar. I wish I was, once again, and once again, I do not meet the criteria to be bipolar, and whatever side effects of it, I would love to experience mania and hypomania. I, however, do not experience those, so therefore I cannot be bipolar. Doctors also know that I have borderline personality disorder, BPD. I wish I had BPD, and once again, I do not have enough of the criteria to qualify as having that mental disorder. I don't have the criteria for those mental disorders and many others that head doctors know that I have, except they're wrong. I don't actually have them. I don't have schizophrenia, but because doctors know that I do, I guess I must. Doctors in general also know that I am against taking pills and medications. I don't know what these are, but I take pretty much these every single day. But of course, doctors know that I don't like taking them. I guess I hate taking them, I just take them for fun. You could pick a random diagnosis in the DSM, and you'd probably do a better job at guessing than my therapists have done so far. Did I say guessing? I meant an educated hypothesis of my mental state, which they know is obviously the things that I don't have because I don't nearly fit the criteria for those mental disorders. This doctor asked me, "Are you sure you're not schizophrenic?" As if they wanted me to be, and I'm sorry, I guess I didn't realize that if I thought about it, actually I am schizophrenic, and you're right. You're right about that. Yes, I must be schizophrenic. You know what? Because you asked, are you sure? If I was what people actually thought about me, I, down to my gonads, I would be a male, Hispanic, schizophrenic, and against taking any kind of medication. Yo no sé, tal vez yo soy eso. Peace. Bye.